Watch how your joy starts coming back to you. The reason why you ain't got no joy, you stay mad all the time. The reason why you don't have no joy, because you keep the door closed all the time to your heart, and you won't let nobody get close to you. Because you mad because the last person you let in, they hurt you. Well, I want you to know, you can lock the door and throw away the key. If God wants you to get hurt, in the earlier section here of 2 Chronicles, it serves as a general introduction to the life and the reign of Solomon. The chronicler emphasized mainly the completion of the building of the temple, the point to which he has been moving throughout his account of David's reign. Nonetheless, my brothers and sisters, the notes on the wealth and honor of Solomon serve to emphasize the fact that God was with him. God was with him. And if God was with him, God can be with you. But we got to put ourselves in a place where God can be with us. Can I get a witness? My brothers and sisters, I stopped by here to get you to understand that his assumption of kingly power is described as established over his kingdom, a statement that may reflect the chronicler's awareness of the struggle for power immediately after David's death. But here in this particular chapter, I want you to understand in this section, my brothers and sisters, in chapter 20, it deals with the war of the Moabites and the Ammonites and the Meunites. And my brothers and sisters, the Moabites, the Ammonites, and the Meunites, here the invasion was mounted from the region of the Dead Sea, and it reached all the way to En-Gedi before the king even knew anything was going on. There was considerable alarm, which resulted in the king proclaiming a fast in which all the nation participated. Even though, my brothers and sisters, are y'all listening to me? Even though the vast army strikes fear in the heart of the king, it also elicits a proper response on the part of the king and on the part of his people. Whenever the enemy mounts a campaign against us, even if it strikes up some fear in us, it ought to cause an illicit reaction in us for us not to retreat, but to stand. Y'all going to sleep on me. It ought to strike up something in us just because the enemy launches an attack. There's a lot of people in the church being in church all the time. Some of y'all here every Sunday. Might be running a little late, but you're still here. And soon, and very soon, as the enemy launches an attack, first thing we do, put up the white flag and run in retreat. Why do you serve the God that you serve? If you don't believe that he is able, God, I wish I had a witness in here, to keep you in the midst of your attack. Can I get a witness here? It ought to cause us to say, devil, though you slay me, yet, I'm going to preach to myself in here, will I trust in you. I'm going to trust in God. No matter what. The Sunday that I saw Miss Gladys Tripp come to church after burying her mother the day before. And she was at church the next day. She cried, but she was here. Giving God praise. Don't you know that you can't do that stuff without God? Oh, but you know what? I know why she did it. Can I tell you? I know why she did it. Not only because she loved God, but she did it because she did all she could for her mama. And when you've done all you can, you have nothing. Y'all ain't gonna hear me. You have nothing to feel bad about, because you know you did all. The family members that's crying and rolling on the floor, hollering to the top of their voice and raising hell because they didn't do nothing. Never will forget, never will forget, never will forget. Several years ago, had to do a funeral of a person I didn't even know. And family members had been in odds, fighting and going all off, acting a complete fool. And one of the sisters, daughters, cousins, whoever she was, acted a complete fool. Got there to the cemetery, wouldn't let the people do their job. She wasn't going to leave until she got the shovel, and she wanted to throw dirt in on the casket. And then she finally threw dirt in, and they was getting ready to cover up the casket, because normally they don't do it while you're still there. But she wasn't going to leave until she could see them covering up the casket. And when they started throwing dirt in there, Brother Arnold, she started acting a fool. It was hot out there, y'all. It was hot. We had been out there a long time, and I'm a bald head brother. And it was hot. I left my hat. And she was out there acting a fool in that heat. And then she started screaming, "Don't y'all put no more dirt on her. Put me in there. Put me in. Put me in." She just kept acting a fool, talking about, "Put me in. Don't put no more dirt on mama. Put me in." I eased on over there. All right. I eased on over there to the funeral director. I said, "Hey, bro." She want to go in there, man. Push her. I ain't lying. I went over there and said, "Push." Because mama gone. And from what I understand from some of the family members, you was the main one that gave mama hell. Push her. Push. I ain't scared. If this gonna get her to shut up and get that head out that, y'all don't hear me. Why would we disgrace our loved ones acting a complete fool like that? And from what I understand, she was one of the main ones that gave her mama hell. When my daddy left, I'll tell you the joy, and then I'm going to move on. They said my daddy probably wouldn't make it the rest of the week. He told us the preceding week, he said, "I'm going to be gone by Friday, y'all." And you know, Daddy don't say that, don't he? I'm just telling y'all.